squeaks.
You have a gun?
Just robbing the place, you know?
Is that still your intention?
No, it isn't.
Well then, I suppose the polite thing to do would be to offer you a cup of tea.
Welcome to What the Flick, everybody. Ben Mankiewicz, Matt Atchity, Alonso Duralde, Christy, Lemire. Movie I'm disappointed I didn't get to see because it has my friend Eva Marie Saint in it.
My Delta Gamma sister, Eva Marie Saint.
Oh, there you go.
She was a DG. She turned out fine.
So, Winter's Tale.
Yeah, I got the short straw in trying to explain what the hell this movie's about, but bear with me on this one. Okay, so in 1895, two Russian immigrants are turned away from the United States, and they put their foundling child into a small boat and push it back to shore to New York. 21 years later, he grows up to be 38-year-old Colin Farrell, who is on the run from a bad mobster who's actually a demon, played by Russell Crowe, and he escapes thanks to a magical flying horse. That's the first 5 minutes. And then Lady Sybil is dying again. Take a look.
What's the best thing you've ever stolen?
I'm beginning to think I haven't stolen it yet. You are impossibly beautiful.
What is your relationship to Beverly? Are you aware of her condition?
Yours is the kind of love that makes the world warm and light. The kind of love that can save her.
They'll not be saving anyone.
And then the movie gets weird.
Oh my God!
It is kind of bad.
Holy crap! This movie just does not care. It is just gonna go for it and like throw out. There's miracles and there's demon gangs and there's consumption and a 107-year-old newspaper editor and
I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, okay, so if Eva Marie Saint's character is like 5 years old in 1916, and now it's 2014, like. Is she 105 or something?
Something like that, yeah. She's a centenarian.
She looks good.
And
but she's still plucky.
She looks like Eva Marie Saint. She looks great, and she's still running a newspaper. And I'm fine with the idea
how you know she's
of...
old. She's still in the newspaper.
That's true, yeah. I'm fine with the idea of a romantic fantasy just like being like, the hell with it, we're going to make our own rules and all that stuff. And in my review, I said this is going to have the kind of hardcore cult that Somewhere in Time has.
But that took time to achieve. That took decades. Will this
Well,
in decades be
maybe
considered
it might. I mean, it's hard to say. But I think if you embrace all the nuttiness, then you might be in, because what works about this movie, what's good about it, is the Colin Farrell, Jessica Brown Findlay romance. Like, their scenes together are terrific.
Can you get over the fact, though, that he's not 21 years old? Like, I was so distracted by that.
I eventually tried to work past it. So the two of them together I thought were lovely. And then there's a lot of them not being together, and it's like, oh crap. you realize there's going to be a whole other act of them not being together, and you're just like, oh God.
Here's my question. Okay, so Colin Farrell is a orphan child of Russian immigrants. Where does he get an Irish accent from? Is it because Russell Crowe raised him? I mean,
think so.
He's living in Brooklyn, but like through
Raised
sheer
by-
osmosis of living with Russell Crowe.
Yeah, but you have the accent of whoever you're raised with, especially if you came over young.
Right.
Yeah,
we see that
Yeah.
he grew up raised by, was it Graham Greene? Who was it that?
Yeah.
Who has no accent.
Who has no accent, right? He's
Didn't
so
he
you
play
got
a
that-
Russian in The Way Back? He did.
Oh, Colin Farrell, I think he might have, yeah.
Yeah, but that didn't survive that
But
movie.
where this movie falls apart for me is basically like, if you're going to go fantasy, go fantasy all the way. But then if you're going to drag in things like the 107-year-old Eva Marie Saint, then it's like, wait, what? I mean, you can't allow logic to enter the picture or you're sunk. And because this movie tries to have its sort of fantasy chocolate and its real world peanut butter, they don't really mix. And so you wind up asking questions about things and how nothing makes sense.
And then I don't want to give away who this cameo is from. There is a cameo.
All right.
And it's a person who is a totally anachronistic and very jarring presence out of nowhere.
Well, he's meant to be anachronistic, actually. If you notice,
Is he?
He's in 1916. He's reading a bound copy of A Brief History of Time.
Well, I couldn't see what book it was, but I saw he was wearing like a vintage rock T-shirt and had like a goatee and earrings, and like was clearly
Well,
not
and
of
there's a point
1916.
where he talks about time. And so he talks
So
about
it's
how
all
that...
happening at the same time.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
So
there's a
what
point
time is
later
Russell Crowe in there? He's wearing a bowler hat. I'm very confused.
No, but this cameo, when he later in the film, he complains and says something, don't talk to me about time.
Yeah.
You don't understand time.
Is it O.J. Simpson?
It is
Okay, so
O.J.
close.
Simpson. Yes.
This is the directorial debut of Akiva Goldsman, who is one of the worst screenwriters working today. I said it, and yes, I know he won an Oscar for A Beautiful Mind. That movie sucks too.
There is a scene though where Russell Crowe
And he wrote Batman and Robin.
Right.
Just reminding
There's
you.
a scene where Russell Crowe and Jennifer Connelly are looking at each other over this big block of ice. You know, they're thinking like, "My God, we were in a better movie than this. We owe this guy no more favors."
Paid in full.
I thought this movie was kind of fun bad. See, that's different. I mean, it's bad, and after it establishes the love story, which I think is interesting, the rest of the script comes from Cloud Cuckoo Land from the Lego Movie, but I was kind of okay with it because it got that what the fuck reaction out of me, and that was kind of fun. Like, oh my God, what the hell are they doing here? This is great.
I was thinking you could have a drinking game if you were watching this at home with people, where the drinking game would be every time somebody hits pause on the remote and says, "I'm sorry, what?" Then you drink.
You would pass out before. The
Probably so.
I like a movie like that sometimes. Like that makes no sense.
I want to
pretty.
when it comes out on DVD. I want to.
We'll play. I'm sorry.
I want to have that. I want to play that game.
But besides, like how great this cast is, like Caleb Deschanel shot this. It's very pretty.
It is.
It is
right?
very pretty. I do like to see Russell Crowe in a movie like this doing something where he's kind of having a fun time.
Scenery chewing. Like
well,
that guy.
yeah, I mean, we don't see that much out of him. He takes all these heavy roles and he's so serious. So to see him similar to what he does in Man with the Iron Fist, like I like seeing him in roles where he's kind of having a good time.
He's Javert here again, though. He's going after his man in the sewers.
Yeah, but he's having more fun than a Javert.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he doesn't say.
Not
it.
sitting
thank
here,
God.
thankfully.
I don't know what Jennifer Connelly's doing in this, except again
Well,
doing
another
Goldsman.
movie.
Yeah.
She makes me sad, you know. I mean, because she used to
Don't
be
cry
so
for her.
vibrant on screen, and now she comes on, and it looks like you've asked her to drive her to the airport. Like, I mean, there's no joy coming out of her in movies lately, and there used to be like a real energy to her on screen, and I feel like the light is out behind her eyes.
I'm
It's the breast
frightened.
reduction.
I'm frightened about the power that if she and Colin Farrell were to get together, the power of their combined eyebrow strength. I don't want to know what would happen to be used for
So
good or
Lady
evil.
Sybil is in this, and
Yes.
because you know who's in.
And spoiler alert, doesn't survive this one.
Yeah, right. So she's
It's a
got
consumption.
she's got a rough
Just
go, Lady
consumptive.
Sybil. Because in the what's the Liam Neeson movie that I'm excited for?
Nonstop.
Nonstop. Oh, Lady Mary's in that one.
You got to look very closely. It's like a half a second shot in the trailer. Yeah, Lady Mary's in that one.
You're so excited.
No,
And Edith, once again, short shrift.
Once again,
Edith.
yeah. Robert didn't even call to get her apart in Hollywood. He forgot he had her. Yeah.
What's our number?
Oh yeah,
please?
numbers. So you start. You came in highest.
Yeah, what did I say? 5
Yeah.
for this? Yeah, 5.
I think I said 5 also.
Nope.
Did I say 5? What did I
No,
say?
no.
I don't remember.
I said 3.5, right?
What, I
That's
said
what
3.5.
Yeah.
I don't
Does
remember.
that sound right?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll go with
Very
3.5.
low on the tomato meter. It's about
You're the only one in
6%.
charge of your number. It's crazy low on the tomato meter. So at 6, you said?
6.
Yeah.
Yeah. This should not be a lower score than Endless Love. This is a better movie than that.
In a different kind of bad way.
Forced at gunpoint to see one of them again, I would pick Winter's Tale.
There, see?
And there's your word.
I'm not going to see Endless Love again. Settle down. So that's overall, that's a 4 for these guys for Winter's Tale.